guys, welcome to another video on Bloom Album, and today I'm gonna be sharing with you some things that I wish I could have done differently my third semester of community college. So yes, I do go to a community college and I'm majoring in interior design. So basically I've already done this type of video for my last 2 semesters, so go check out those videos where I give you different types of tips and tricks for those semesters. And basically what I do in these videos, and I share with you things that I would have done differently, and maybe give you tips and tricks for you on what you guys can do for college. And I also kind of set goals for myself for the next semester and see what I can do. And what I love about these videos is that I actually do them the next semester, so and they actually do help. But you still learn something new every single year, every single semester, and every single day of your life. So there's always different things that you can do differently the next day or the next year, the next semester, next month, or whatever. And you just gotta learn from them, from your little mistakes, and do them. So yeah, go check out those videos if you haven't done so already, and I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new too. So the first tip I have is to study harder for tests and my quizzes. And again, not that I don't study hard enough, but I feel like I could have done better. I could have studied much more harder and much more better for my tests and quizzes, and I probably would have done better on my tests and quizzes, and probably just done so much more better, and could have gotten better grades on my tests and quizzes. Not that I didn't do good, but I mean I passed each class, but I don't know, I just always feel like I could have studied better. I feel like I did pretty good, not gonna lie, but I just feel like I could have done better. There's something in me that says you could have done better, so I could have done better. So the next thing I have is listen to the teacher's advice. Again, not that I never listen to my teacher's advice, but there are some times where I would question them and the things that they would tell me. Like one of my teachers were like, hey, you could have, I was designing a house thingy, and it's like, hey, you should do this instead of this, or choose this color instead of that color. But then when I went over and actually tried what they did, I was like, oh, that actually looks really nice. So listen to your teacher's advice. And I sometimes forget that the teachers, at least in my college, these teachers actually do their job. Like I actually learn from actual interior designers and actual architects, so they're actually working in the field while also working in school and teaching us. So I kind of forget, like, oh, they're actually doing this as a job and they're actually doing it. So obviously I should probably listen to them and take their advice, because they know what they're doing. They know what they're teaching because they actually do it. So the next thing I have is organize my time better for YouTube. So this isn't anything related to like college and stuff like that, but I feel like, well, you can fill in the blank for any hobbies you like to do. The thing is, when you're in college, I feel like it takes away a lot of your free time that you used to have. Obviously, because it's school and you're dedicating to doing what you're learning what you want to learn. But you can sometimes forget to do what you love to do, and that's also very important to do. So for me, one of those things that I like to do is filming and editing. But when I'm in college, I rarely have time to do it, or at least I don't make time to do it at all sometimes. So what I'm planning on doing is what I used to do is on Fridays, whenever I had work to do and I had time to do it, I would say, oh, I could do it tomorrow, which was Saturdays, usually Saturdays, and not worry about it on Friday. So what I could have done is probably do all my work Friday and then do it and then that way I have Saturdays free to do whatever I want, and that would be filming and editing, and that way at least I have some content for you guys to watch too, and that way I don't have 5 months of not uploading. At least uploading something. So that's what I really want to do this time. So that's something that maybe you could do is like work Monday through Friday and then have Saturdays as your free time to do something else you like to do. And then, you know, Sundays for me are like church days and my rest days. So, you know, just church and rest and do nothing else. So, you know, that's what I usually like to do. And then the next thing I have is try not to work on weekends. So again, kind of like the last thing, just not work on weekends. Just like work from Monday through Friday and don't leave any work for me to do on the weekends because those are my me times, me days. Nobody, nothing else in nobody else's time, just me and my family, and that's basically it. And you know, it just helps you reset too. Like your brain needs a break a lot, so you know that way you can focus. The next thing is to take time to review books and chapters. What I would do sometimes is read through the things, through the books, take notes on it, but then after I finish taking the notes, I would put it away and think, okay. But I guess before the tests and quizzes, I guess what would have been more helpful for me is probably looked at my notes and looked at the chapters again and see what I wrote, and then kind of do like my little review session, and then I can actually focus on what I'm learning. The next thing I have is take notes both on paper and computer. So I usually like taking notes on paper, but this semester what I tried doing is taking notes on my computer, and I actually like that method a lot actually. But what I'm because it's easier and faster to type than to write, so what I'm thinking of doing is taking my notes in class on my computer, and then when I come home, review those notes and write them down on paper, and it'll help me review the notes and the chapter, and it'll help me study a little bit better and probably get the material stuck in my head better for the next quizzes, for the next test quiz. So, you know, I really want to try doing that this semester. And then the last thing is enjoy the car ride. So, like I said in the other video, it's not that I like driving to school. I like being able to drive to school, and I love how short it is compared to waiting for the bus and the train to get here and just the stops and stuff like that. So it's a lot quicker, it's nicer, and I get to listen to music, so it's really nice. But there were some times when I was driving at night, I just didn't like driving at night for some reason, and I don't know, but I feel like there's some aspects about it that I really love. Like, I like the route that I take because there's a lot of greenery, there's a lot of trees compared to other routes where there's barely any trees. So I really liked it, and it's really calm, so I feel like I could have enjoyed it a little bit more. And yeah, so enjoy everything that you're doing, enjoy studying, enjoy being in class, because you know one day you're going to be wishing that you were there and that you could have enjoyed it better. I feel like I do that all the time. I always like, oh, I could have done better, I could have enjoyed it better. So you know, I really want to try to enjoy it better this time. Yeah, but I feel like I did pretty good. I really like the semester a lot. Go check out my third semester recap video. And yeah, so I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I really hope you learned something new, and go check out the other videos from my last 2 semesters. That way you can learn more and get more tricks and some tips on there. And yeah, hope you enjoyed today's video, and remember, God loves you very, very much. And so, bye.